Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, ShrimadBhagavatam156. As you may remember, the little Brahmin grew and grew in size until Bali could see the whole world in his body. He saw the Prajapatis and the Asuras. The Lord's navel was the sky, and inside him were the 7 seas. On his chest were the stars clustered and forming a garland of beauty. In the heart of the Virat Purusha, Bali found Dharma, and in his chest Rita, sweet words spoken with righteousness. Satya was also there. In the mind was found Chandra. Lakshmi, with the lotus in her hand, was in his broad chest. His throat contained all the Samavedas and all sacred incantations, as well as sound in all its forms. The shoulders revealed the Devas led by Indra. His ears were the quarters, his head the heavens. The sun was in his eyes, and his mouth held fire. His throat had the Vedas, and his tongue Varuna. His eyelashes were the fates, and derision in the lift of the eyebrows. Bali saw on his forehead night and day, and anger, while the Lord's lower lip was an epitome of greed. His touch was lust, his gait was yagna, and his shadow was death. His smile was Maya. His hair on his body was the trees, creepers and shrubs on the earth, while the rivers were his veins. His intellect was Brahma. His body was the home of all movable and immovable things, the Devaganas, the Rishis, and, in short, everything. The Asuras, who were the attendants of Bali, found, to their consternation, that the prophecy of Shukra had come true. They could not bear the brilliance of the Lord's form. They fell down in a faint. When they woke up from the faint, they saw the form of Narayana and not the Virat Purusha. The attendants of the Lord had all come from Vaikuntha. The weapons of the Lord were all there. The glorious Sudarshana, the bow by name Sharanga, the conch, which was famed by the name Panchajanya, and the Gada, Komodaki. The attendants were led by Sunanda, the favorite of the Lord. The Lord was glowing with his crown with jewels gleaming from it. His bracelets adorned his magnificent arms, and his earrings, shaped like fish, gleamed with every movement of his head. Srivatsa, the mark on his chest, was made more beautiful by the jewel Kaustuba that he wore on his chest. His golden yellow silk was flying in the breeze, and a beautiful smile lighted his face. The immense form of the Lord reached the heavens. Narayana with 1 foot covered the earth, which belonged to Bali. His frame filled the skies, and his arms spread wide, enveloped the quarters. For the second pace, only a part of the heavens was visible. He raised his foot, and it reached the Maharloka, and passing it, it went to Janaloka, Satyaloka, and Durloka. Brahma, who was in Satyaloka, went with great excitement near the foot of the Lord. The gleam from the nails was like the soft light of the moon, and it beautified Satyaloka. With him came the rishis, Marichi, the Sanaka brothers, the yogis, the Vedas, and their branches, and they all worshipped the foot of the Lord. Brahma performed puja to the foot of the Lord with the water from his kamandalu, and the water which fell from it to the foot of the Lord flowed as a river named Mandakini, purifying all the spots she touched. On earth, when she was brought there later, she became known as Ganga. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.